Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and I'm back for another video. So, happy Christmas Eve, everybody. Hope you all are having a fantastic holiday, wherever you're watching from, whether you celebrate it or not. This is it, the final week of 2020. This has been a crazy year, not a year any of us expected, and I hope you all are staying safe and you have a fantastic new year. The Wolf Among Us 2, if you've been sitting under a rock, some people still are coming. Wow, Telltale's back? Yes, Telltale's back. And if you missed my last video, go check it out in regards to The Wolf Among Us 2. They did provide a big update, but I want to talk about a small part of that post where they mainly discussed The Wolf Among Us 2. So, the new company that picked up Telltale's assets, LCG Entertainment, are big fans of Telltale's narrative legacy with their old games and their future. Their goal is flat out and simple. Respect the old games, pay homage to them, and continue on the legacy of Telltale Games with new things. And the first thing they're doing is paying homage to Telltale, finishing a game that was supposed to come out years ago, The Wolf Among Us 2. As I've stated, Telltale did lose some of their properties like The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, Tales from the Borderlands, Minecraft Story Mode, etc., but did retain some like The Wolf Among Us, Batman, and they've recently picked up some more ones. So before we get into all that, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new and help us get to 300,000 subscribers. We are 13K away. Join the 32% of people that are subscribed. I greatly would appreciate it. Thank you for everyone that does help us out. So, this was their statement they posted about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago before the Game Awards show. Remember, I did just tell you guys The Wolf Among Us 2 is not getting an update until 2021. Probably, first half of next year. So basically they said that I really want to focus on here is, since then, the team's been hard at work while continuing our mission to bring many of the classic Telltale games back online. We released Telltale Batman Series Shadow Edition, Tales from Monkey Island. This week, we re-released Wallace and Gromit's Grand Adventures, Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People, and Telltale Texas Hold'em. Now, as for other questions about other Telltale titles, some games reverted back to IP owners and their fate is not currently in our hands. Where have we heard that currently word before? When Skybound Games had said something about The Walking Dead Season 5, they have no plans currently. I always note this word currently. Things can change, and that's why I've always said nothing's ever guaranteed. So could this mean in the future that Telltale Games could get rights back to some of these old IPs like The Walking Dead, Minecraft Story Mode, Guardians of the Galaxy, Game of Thrones, Tales from the Borderlands? There's lots of possibilities, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get one of these games, maybe even two of them back next year. Telltale's really determined, by the sound of this, to bring a lot of the old games back to the archive, and these are just the little ones, so we might get a big one next year based on the premise of, let's go through the statement again. So focus on the last really big sentence of this statement. For now, think of us as fans, just like you. We are a team dedicated to the Telltale legacy for narrative games, here to celebrate the classics with an eye on what's to come. And trust us, when the time is right, we're going to have a lot to talk about, and lot is in all caps. So I think we're going to get a lot more. At the original, time of hearing this statement, I thought, oh, it's just going to probably be Wolf Among Us 2. I think we're going to have more than just Wolf Among Us stuff. We could have the return of a game like Tales from the Borderlands, Game of Thrones, Minecraft, Walking Dead. None of this is out of the question. And it all depends. They've been quiet for a long time, meaning I believe they've done a lot of stuff behind closed doors, meaning there is a possibility that we're just going to get a boatload of stuff. Tales from the Borderlands, for example, has been getting updated. The PC Steam version has been getting updated recently. Eyes are pointing that game could return. There was recently, about 8 months ago, the leaked Redux edition that ended up I believe that is 100% false now at this point. So, there's been rumors, there's been stuff about it. There could definitely be something in regards to that game. The Walking Dead, it's almost been 2 years. Is Skybound Games going to do something with the property in terms of the Telltale series? Will they give it back to Telltale? I think it all depends on The Wolf Among Us 2. If The Wolf Among Us 2 Telltale really hammers it out of the park. The game does fantastic. They really get an A+ or an A in it. I could see The Walking Dead come back to Telltale. I really can, and it's not 100%, you know, out of the question. And that same goes for games like Game of Thrones, Minecraft Story Mode, etc. So that's something to look forward to when Telltale starts to release news. Now, Batman is likely going to get a 3rd season. They've really been promoting Batman a lot, especially, again, as I mentioned earlier in the video, the Shadows Edition. And they have the profile picture on Twitter. They've been making videos about it on their YouTube channel. I'm fairly certain there's going to be a Season 3 of Batman. After The Wolf Among Us 2, we're going to likely get a new IP. That's what they've said from the get-go, that they're probably going to do a new IP. But then I think Batman Season 3, and then maybe we'll have the return of another old IP back from the grave. So, I hope I've enlightened you. 2021 is just right around the corner in 1 week. The future of Telltale Games, it's going to be a big question going into next year with especially their first game releasing, The Wolf Among Us 2, which I'm going to be keeping an eye on. It's got to be a home run hit, in my opinion, because if the game does not reach its potential and struggles, we could be seeing the, you know, Telltale may not be around that long, and if they go down again, it's game over. You know, I don't see another company doing this. So I really hope this Telltale rights the wrongs of the old one and hopefully gets to become a staple in the gaming community like they were once before when they had The Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us back in the day. So, if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Let me know what you'd like to see from Telltale next year. I'll be having a lot of videos next year in regards to it, especially when we get closer and closer to The Wolf Among Us 2. And definitely expect a walkthrough of the regular Wolf Among Us and some other Telltale stuff next year. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great end to 2020. I'll have a couple more videos before the end, but as for Telltale Games, this is it. I'll see you next year. Toodles.